what does high vibration really mean? If you are going through your awakening or you've come across this term and you want to be in a more high vibrational frequency, but you still don't quite understand what high vibration really means, in this video I'm going to dive into the topic of what high vibration really means. Let's dive in. Firstly, hello and welcome to this video. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it's my mission to help empower people on their spiritual and healing journey so they can have a more fulfilling and purposeful driven life. So now with all that out of the way, I really want to dive into the topic of high vibration, what it really means, what it doesn't mean, all the misconceptions that I hear about high vibration. So we are always giving off a frequency. This is where we need to start with this video, because there's no understanding without the basic knowledge, the basic concept of what I'm talking about when it comes to vibration. So we as people all give off a certain frequency. Everything in the universe has a vibrational frequency. So here we are as a person here. We are essentially vibrating at a certain frequency. This means we are in resonance or have a match with other experiences that are operating in that same frequency. So if we are giving off a particular frequency, that means that it will be kind of attracted or magnetized to you because you're at a match, because you're giving off that same frequency in that resonance. So whatever it is you are giving off, those things, pretend this is an object or a person, they will be attracted to you because they themselves or the object is giving off the same frequency. And not only ourselves, when I'm talking about this, what I'm referring to is our thoughts. Our subconscious mind, our shadow, all have a particular frequency to them. Thoughts have feelings, thoughts have a frequency. So whatever we are putting out into the world through our mind and our actions will be attracted to us, because when I'm talking about vibrational frequency, everything in the universe is vibrating so fast it feels like it's solid. When I'm touching the table here where this camera is right now, it feels like a solid object. But it's like 99% empty space, and everything is just vibrating very fast to give the illusion that it is solid. And so we are all operating at a certain vibrational frequency, and some of these vibrations are high vibrational things and low vibrational things. And when I'm referring to our thoughts, it's linked to our emotional state, our emotional body. And this means we operate either in high vibrational emotions or low vibrational emotions. And I'm going to dive into the topic of what it really means to be in high vibration. So you may have heard of the term the scale of consciousness, and it often looks like this, which I'm going to pop on here right now for a better visual, but I'm going to explain it on my board here. So we have our emotional state. So we always see the denser, heavier emotions like guilt, shame, apathy, fear, all at the bottom. So I'm just going to write here fear, shame, death at the bottom, because ultimately all the lower vibrational emotions are all linked to a fear of death, which ties into a lot of our belief systems, which is for another future video. And then at the top, as you probably can guess, it's higher vibrational emotions. So right at the top when it comes to spirituality, that means, I haven't even spelled that right, enlightenment, enlightenment. And then there's peace, love, bliss at the top. So we have what we call neutrality, which is the middle ground of the emotional scale. And this is exactly where you want to be here when it comes to your healing journey, because you're not holding on to the attachment to the story. You feel completely neutral about your past, and so then you can move up towards forgiveness and acceptance. And I have been in that neutral place where I've had no attachment. I felt completely neutral to an old trauma that I went through, that I used to associate a lot with shame down here at the bottom. And so this at the top is what we consider high vibration. And a lot of the time, people want to remain there. So there's this misconception in the New Age spirituality that being in high vibe is only where you must be. Otherwise, you will manifest and attract bad things, and all of this lower vibrational emotions is associated with ego and fear-based things. So that means they don't want to experience anything that may keep them stuck in low vibrational emotions. But here is the thing: we have to go through lower vibrational emotions to actually experience the higher vibrational states. These cannot be avoided, and often spiritual bypassing is where we try to kind of just jump straight to that and ignore everything at the bottom, because they say they don't want to be in a low vibe and it's killing the vibe. And I'm 5D starseed from Palladian dolphin world, and I need to be in a high vibrational state only, because that's how we bring in new earth. There's also this other myth that if you are in high vibe, if you've actually reached this stage in this human experience, is that you don't experience sadness, frustration. Of course, all these gurus and yogis and high vibrational people experience frustration. Like Yeshua, he experienced frustration and rage as well. They're not just so blissed out and happy and completely out of the human experience. Yes, they're able to experience those higher vibrational emotions more, but there's still frustration. So being in a high vibration means we also have to experience the lower vibrational emotions too. But over time, it gets easier with habits, with lifestyle, that we're able to shift ourselves into a higher vibration. And also, it's our natural ability to move through our emotions. So when we allow our current state, our emotions, to just be there and we feel it, we naturally move through that. We go through these stages, these emotions, in everyday struggles, through suffering, and we come out stronger on the other side. We've gone through that alchemization process in order to be able to get to each of these stages or these emotions. So when this happens is when we go through a spiritual awakening. When we go through a spiritual awakening, it tends to be when we're in the lower vibrational emotions. Something dramatic happens. Not always. Spiritual awakenings can be spontaneous, but usually there's a big impact or something that's happened in the life. So what happens is our consciousness begins to expand. We begin to see the world different, experience the world differently. And so we naturally start making our way through this scale of consciousness to one of more love, peace, joy. So it naturally happens. We also go through that when we are experiencing a breakup maybe, or we're experiencing some hard time and we feel really stuck. We feel if we're in those low vibrational emotions, we feel we're never going to get out of it. We feel stuck. And often the time we can become addicted to lower vibrational emotions. But after a while, we start making our way through that when we are going through some kind of struggle in life. And that is that process of the alchemy that we go through. High vibration to New Age spirituality is about experiencing love and unity and having a lifestyle where it's like not focused on any kind of negativity, or like good vibes only, positive vibes only, and not facing any darkness. But high vibration, what it really means is working your way through the scale of consciousness. When our consciousness begins to expand, when we begin to work our way through that, allow the emotions to flow through us and go through that alchemization process, that's what it means to be in high vibration, because you've transcended through all of those and above them now, rather than going around them believing you don't have to face any lower vibrational emotions. And of course, we're still going to experience sadness, frustration, anger. Of course we do feel that, but we have to stop denying the human experience, which is about having emotions. So that's what high vibration really means, is to experience more joy and peace rather than being stuck in suffering, being stuck in shame, guilt, trauma, like pain. But the only way to truly feel that is actually working your way up to neutrality and working on your suffering, your shadows, all of the pain and the guilt, to finally let go of that so you can be in a high vibration. And if you want to know how to shift more from this into a high vibrational frequency, actually move through that so you can start attracting more abundance, more love, and more meaningful relationships, because you are in resonance with that frequency. Click to watch this video next, where I share how to actually shift all of those lower negative emotions. So with that being said, I'll see you in that video. Much love.